Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Lejeune here. Now I'm back at it with another video. Now as you guys see, today's video we'll be going over the Marvel's Avengers first dev Q&A, and basically be going over everything that was talked about, the most important things. And I have to say, before we get into it, bro, it's some stuff that I was not expecting to be talked about, and we also have some clarification when it comes to some things about Avengers when it comes to the state of the game. So we have a lot to talk about. So before we get into the video, if you guys go to enjoy it, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well, so you never miss a video and always be notified when I upload a video. And most importantly, hit that like button. Now without further ado, let's get into the video. Alrighty, now we're going to be talking about the most important parts that came from this dev Q&A. And also, if you want to check out the dev Q&A yourself, the link for the video will be in the link below, so if you guys want to check that out, you can. I think it's about 25 minutes, so if you want to check it out and just sit back and listen to what they got to say, you guys can. But we're finna get on to the topics. Now there are 5 important parts that come from this dev Q&A that I feel like will really pique you guys interest and really will basically just let you keep you in the loop what's going on with Avengers. So we're going to get into it. Now for the first one, it deals with the campaign. Now if you know, with the State of the Game blog that they released a couple days ago, they stated that the campaign, they're working on having players to be able to replay the campaign. And in this dev Q&A, they stated that the campaign replay has already entered the first testing phase, and they are adjusting character levels so they can work in the story. So the fact that they're already working on it now, the fact that they're entering the first testing phase for the story missions is pretty cool, because the campaign was really a highly requested thing and really a beloved thing when it comes to Avengers. People really like the campaign, so the fact that people get to replay it and it's they're working on it is pretty cool. And the fact that they're adjusting the character levels, and I'm gonna basically talk about that, since some people probably might not know what it probably means. So say for instance you have a level 50 decked out Iron Man, you have every build that you got for him, and you go to story missions, you're gonna be blowing through it real fast. So I feel like when it comes to that, they're probably gonna adjust it for your power level, your power scaling as well. Probably make it more, to at least make it more challenging, so you don't basically just blow through the campaign and just go through it. So probably that's what they probably mean by it. So that's the first thing that was mentioned in the dev Q&A. Now for the second one, I'm not even finna lie to y'all. This caught me so off guard when I first heard this. I didn't even think this was going to be possible in this game. And now I'm not trying to just sit up here and just hype this up and cap to y'all. This right here is pretty crazy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So they go on to state that existing Avengers will receive brand new skill trees, so we will see them evolve. And they also tease that unique story missions for characters will continue where they left off. I kid you not, you could go on the dev Q&A video, they said this. The fact that the Avengers will be getting new skill trees and we will see them evolve is something I was not expecting to be in this game. The fact that Kamala, Thor, Black Widow, Captain America, Hulk, the fact that they're getting even new skills to add on to what they have already is pretty wild. And you cannot sit up here and lie. Were you expecting this? Were you expecting the fact that we're gonna be getting new skill trees for the existing Avengers already? You probably wasn't. 9 times out of 10, you probably wasn't, and I'm a part of that. I was not expecting this to happen. And the fact that the unique story missions for the characters, the fact that they will continue is pretty cool as well. And for example, for that is like the Hulk iconic missions. If you remember, they had the one mission where you go to the AIM lab, where it was in the beta for Hulk. That one when you fight the bosses at the end, and then for the last one, you basically fight Abomination, and at the end it basically just scales it up with Monica, and then with Bruce really getting over Monica, and him and and the Hulk really working as a team, them being collided together, the fact that they're not fighting anymore, that they're working as a team, as a unit. So I cannot wait to see how they go pick up with some of the other Avengers as well. So the fact that just to basically go over everything that just dropped right there, we're getting brand new skill trees for the Avengers, and we're going to see that evolve. And we're getting, they tease that unique stories for the characters will possibly return as well. So that's pretty cool. I cannot wait to see how that goes. Now, as I stated, now I'm gonna remain optimistic when it comes to this. Just basically sit back and see how everything works out. I gotta see it first before I hype it. If I go crazy about it, I gotta see how it works first. But that is pretty cool, the fact that they really talked about that in the Q&A. So that's pretty much a highlight from that Q&A. And now for the third one, they're basically going to talk about new mechanics. Now, they stated that new mechanics are already in development, and it stated that tachyon rifts were just a simple version of what's coming to the game when it comes to new mechanics. So I really cannot wait to see how this works, because if you know, we're getting mega level threats, aka somewhat of a raid type mission. The fact that it's going to probably have advanced mechanics, advanced things that we have to really be team coordinated. We gotta do things at the right time with the perfect time and all that. So I cannot wait to see what they do, because in the tachyon missions, you cannot sit up here and lie to y'all. I cannot sit up here and lie to y'all, and you cannot sit up here and lie either. When you're doing the tachyon rift missions and you don't pay attention to the time at all, you would just see your screen just turn purple out of nowhere, and you'd be like, oh snap, I gotta go through some tachyon rifts, because it doesn't really catch you. It doesn't really catch you until you're finna fail the mission. Then you're like, oh snap, I gotta go do this. So I feel like that's just a simple thing, and the fact that, as that's just a simple mechanic. I cannot wait to see what they're gonna do for the mega level threats when it comes to the AIM cloning lab, the Black Panther raid that we're going to be getting. Everybody knows it now that we're getting a Black Panther raid. So, I cannot wait to see how that goes and see how difficult that is and the mechanics that come with that. So, I cannot wait to see what they do with that. As I stated, I'm going to remain, optimistic when it comes to that. So, I'm just be sit back. I'm going to wait to see what it does first and how, challenging it is, and with the new mechanics and all that. And then I'll be excited if it's really something I really like. Now, for the fourth one, it's something I really commend them for really answering this. Now, it was a question when it comes to the concern of the lack of content in the game so far. Now, they stated that they don't want to give exact dates of content and DLC, and they don't even want to rush out content as well with the state of the game right now. They want to finish, work on the game, make sure it's polished, make sure it's in the right state for DLC to be launched, and which is a really good thing. I'm glad that they're doing this. And they stated that, and it teased basically that we'll be getting large expansions, new level designs, and new war zones, and new bosses. Now, I like the fact that they stated out we're getting new level designs and new bosses, because the fact that, they stated that, they even stated it in the Q&A, the fact that they heard us, they hear our concerns when they talk about we're going through the same mission, level designs and all that, and of new bosses, because they even joked about it when it comes to the bosses, because they said, we know we killed a lot of abominations, taskmasters, and a lot of robots. So hopefully we're gonna see what they do for us. And I like the fact that they joked about they know our concerns, and that's the thing I like, the fact that they know and that they are listening to us, and the fact that they are trying, with the new content that's coming out, that they're going to really try to hit the mark when it comes to that, really to make people feel the diversity of the game. So we're going to see how that works, and I'm glad that they answered this, because that was really a highly thing when it comes to the Avengers, because if you don't know, it's just Abomination and the Abomination and Taskmaster. So the fact that they know about this and they listen, they know it, that it's really a bothering thing when it comes to the in-game players. The fact that they know, it's pretty crazy. So we're gonna get on to the last one, which is pretty interesting, which goes and talk about the roadmap. And they said that they are working on how can they communicate the roadmap without setting specific dates. So say for instance, a good example, say for instance everything was working, everything was fine and dandy, and they had like a roadmap. And if the roadmap could be where Kate Bishop launched in October, then Hawkeye did November, then Black Panther December. Now I'm not stating that Hawkeye and Hawkeye and Black Panther coming out in November, December. That's basically like an example on how it might work when it comes to the roadmap without them giving a date, but we'll know the month when they will come out. So that's something right there. Hopefully they do something like that, at least know the month, make sure it's going to be coming out in that month. Then when they are fine enough and they're ready for the content, and they know that it's ready, then they can give us the date of that month when it's coming out. Then we'll be fine. So I liked it. I have to say this dev Q&A, since it is the first one, they did touch some points on it, and I have to really give them props for that, give them kudos for it. The fact that they are talking about our concerns about everything so far when it comes to the missions and the level designs and the bosses in the game, And the fact that we're getting new skill trees as well for the characters is pretty wild. That was something I was not expecting in the campaign and all that. So overall, this was a good, first dev Q&A. Of course it was a lot of questions that was asked and they didn't get a chance to get to. But the questions that they answered so far were pretty, straightforward and somewhat of what we needed to hear. So I have to say, for first dev Q&A, it's not bad. I cannot have to wait to see what they do later on when it comes to these things. And I like the fact that they are communicating with the community when it comes to these type of things, and the fact that our voice matters and our opinion matters. So I like this. It's it's going, it's getting there slowly but surely. I have to say that. But yeah, that's it in today's video. Let me know what you guys think about everything that was and talked about in this video so far when it comes to the campaign replay, or the campaign replaying, being in the first testing phase, and with the existing Avengers getting new skill trees, and with new mechanics being in development already, and with the lack of content, with them basically stating that we will be getting new larger expansions, new level designs, war zones and bosses, and also with the roadmap. And basically the example I came up with. What do you think about everything? Let me know in the comments. We can squad up and talk about it. And yeah, that's the end of today's video. But before we head out, if you guys are not, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss a video in my streams. And most importantly, make sure you guys hit that like button. Now, if you guys don't know as well, I do have a Discord. It's called Avengers Squad. We go over everything dealing with Marvel's Avengers. So if you guys want to join and we're not to join, all you gotta do is click the link below. And also we talk about other games as well. Spider-Man Miles Morales, the DC games, Gotham Knights, and the Suicide Squad games. So we have a variety of everything, and also some other games as well. So the link is below for that. And also I do stream on Twitch. That's the main place I stream at. So if you guys want to come out and just hang out with me, that Twitch link is below. We have some highlights from the streams, bro. I promise you, it's crazy. The voice actor of Captain America came through the stream. Avengers came through as well. So I have to say, it's pretty lit. If you're not in the streams, you're missing out. And the link for that will be below as well. And also, lastly, I have to give a quick shout out to my members on the channel. Shout out to the rookie members and the elite members. Shout out to y'all. I greatly appreciate it for y'all being memberships on the channel. I greatly appreciate it. And also for the people who subscribe to me on Twitch, I greatly appreciate y'all as well. But yeah, so June here, guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day. Peace.